What was a house rule you had as a kid that you thought was completely normal until you grew up and realized not all households followed? We had family council every Sunday night after dinner. We would sit and say good things that happened that week, share our grievances if we had any. We always did, make a dinner menu and assign chores. Frankly, it was stellar parenting. Though, if I mention it to my mother now, she will brag about it for a solid 20 minutes before we can move on. Edit. Thank you magical human who gave me gold. We voted as a family on all important decisions. Under 18s got half a vote each, so the 3 kids always got outvoted 2v1.5, but we were stupidly content that we'd lost in a fair democratic vote. The system collapsed when we had to decide whether to have a cat or not, and Mam unexpectedly abstained. I had super laid back parents, but there were a few certain things that they were randomly crazy strict about. No gum, no Play-Doh, no cereal with sugar as one of the top 3 ingredients, no Simpsons. I had basically no rules growing up, but those 4 things would make them lose their goddamn minds. I still get anxious when I'm chewing gum and I'm 35. We weren't allowed sugar cereals. I grew up on Cheerios, Kix, Chex, and Raisin Bran. Mom didn't buy anything else. Dad would occasionally buy grape nuts, but he was happy with Raisin Bran. Sleepovers were amazing because it meant I could have a bowl of Lucky Charms or Cocoa Puffs or Fruity Pebbles. Also no Simpsons here. Despite being a cartoon, it wasn't for kids, so we weren't allowed to watch it. We didn't have cable, so pickings were already slim sometimes. We weren't allowed to eat anything without first asking. Even a glass of water, we were required to ask first. When my boyfriend and I started dating, I would ask his parents if I could eat or drink something, if I was hungry or thirsty, and it was a hard habit to break when his mom told me I could literally eat or drink anything other than the alcohol. It was so weird to just go into the fridge or pantry without permission. I sometimes have to fight the urge to ask my BF if I can eat our food in our apartment. When I went to my parents' house over Christmas, I was reprimanded for getting an apple without asking first. It's just also weird, but it used to be so normal. We weren't allowed to get into the fridge or the cabinets without asking permission. My family was very poor, and we had a limited food budget, so eating something without permission very possibly meant eating one ingredient of a meal my stepmother was planning on cooking within the next few days. I went to friends' houses and they just ate whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted. My father never let us talk around the dinner table. Once when I was 15, I asked everyone around the table how they were doing and how their day was. My dad got up angrily after hurriedly finishing his meal and said, "I can't stand people talking around a meal. If I wanted to talk to you I would." We finished our meal in silence.